Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Inside the Glass. It is now time for our coaches report, but first, a word from our sponsor, the Holiday Inn West. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is the official hotel of the Youngstown Phantoms. They invite all Phantoms fans to stay with them at the IHD Torchbearer award-winning hotel. With the most convenient location in Youngstown, business and leisure travelers alike will enjoy close proximity to I-76, I-80, I-680, and the Ohio-PA Turnpike. Leisure travelers can also enjoy the many attractions the Mahoning Valley has to offer, whether visiting family at YSU, events at the Cavelli Center, or trying your luck at the Hollywood Gaming Racino. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West is committed to your 100% satisfaction, and they'll go the extra mile to earn it. From the moment you wake up, you'll feel at home. From the hot breakfast, free Wi-Fi, fitness center, indoor heated pool and whirlpool, to a sundry shop for those items you forgot. The Holiday Inn Express Youngstown West, a proud partner of the Youngstown Phantoms. It is now my pleasure to welcome into the broadcast head coach Brad Patterson. Brad, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So, Brad, the Phantoms got the weekend split in Omaha this past weekend. Any final thoughts on this past weekend's games?
Yeah, you look at Friday night, we went out there with a task and some things that we really wanted to key in on, and I think we were able to do that Friday. Everybody contributed in some sort of fashion, and then Saturday night got off to a great start, and after 20 minutes it could have been 4 or 5 goal lead, and just a couple breaks don't go in. We start the second, a little bit of a lull, a little bit flat, and it's tough to do that against any team in the league. Anybody can bite you, and credit to Omaha, they came out flying and put a few in, and then from there in catch-up mode, I think we peppered their goalie and had plenty of opportunities to not only tie but to win that game. To come out with no points on Saturday night's definitely disappointing, but a lot of excitement. Looking forward here to this weekend, a huge 3-3 weekend coming up, and can't wait to get out there.
A couple of former players scoring against their former teams, Pierce Crawford for us and Noah Lalonde for the Omaha Lancers, but Pierce able to find the twine. He's really starting to find his fit with the Phantoms team this year. For sure.
Since the time Pierce has got here, he's had an effect on the games. He's not a guy that's going to go out and score 90 points or 100 points, and that's not actually, why we inquired about him originally. He's definitely going to produce for us, and he's done a great job of that since he's been here, but his overall game, he's hard to play against. And that's something that we truly value here. He doesn't matter where the puck is. He's touching first, and he makes that ice hard when other teams do have the puck. He's very physical. He competes on everything, and he's great in the locker room. So from day one, he's kind of hit his stride. Maybe from a statistical standpoint, he's had a few in the last couple games, which has been great. But he does so many different things.
And especially now getting to that playoff type of atmosphere, he's definitely that thorn in your side kind of player that you definitely need come to this time.
Yeah, those are, you always hear the cliche in hockey that, you love to have him on your team and you hate to play against him. And I think that holds true for Pierce.
Jack Rathbone and Jay O'Brien's stint with the Phantoms has come to a close. What did they bring to the team while they were here?
Well, both guys are extremely elite talents. You look at Jack. He's very dynamic from the back end. Has a great skating skill set. I mean, his whole skill set's good, but he's got a tremendous first stride. And, he had that breakaway speed numerous times. Over the course of the 4 games, he's got a great shot. He's always up in the play. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with here in the future. And then you look at Jay, he actually stepped in without even practicing with us, and kind of stepped into a role where, he was playing significant minutes. Well, both of them were playing significant minutes, but he was able to chip in with an assist as Jack was there that first weekend, I believe. So had paid immediate dividends for limited time being here. Both extremely great character young men, and can't wait to get them here in a Phantom uniform here sooner than later.
So you may have answered my next question. Are we going to see them in a Phantoms uniform next year?
Yeah, I mean that's the plan. We definitely want them, and that's we don't look too much at that right now. We understand that it's not only is it our decision, but that's a big time family decision, and we kind of lay through the summer and get all the cards on the table and see where they lay and kind of take it from there. But from a hockey standpoint, I think both of them are very capable of playing at this level and being significant contributors.
It's been a little over a month since the Phantoms have been able to get the weekend sweep. What do you think is a contributing factor to the elusive weekend sweep?
Well, I think I talked to Matt after the game on Saturday, and definitely disappointed there. I didn't think it was our best that Saturday night. We've had a couple Saturdays where I thought we played great, and for whatever reason weren't able to come up with that 2 points. And it's there's so much parity in the league. It doesn't matter who you play. It's very hard to get those sweeps. But at the end of the day, that's you need to do that. And that you can be originally Saturday night. Obviously there's some disappointment. You ride the bus back, and tell you what, like Sunday, like I was fired up and ready to go. I know I don't get to play the games, but very excited about we put ourselves in a good situation where these games are so important. And the guys understand that, and we've had a great week of practice, and I know they're chomping at the bit here to jump on the bus here tonight and get out there. And while we have 3-3, we talk about the first game. We don't talk about Saturday, we don't talk about Sunday, we talk about Saturday when Saturday comes. So we got to be ready to do the job Friday against a very good team that's improved a ton there in Cedar Rapids. So we got to go there and get 2 points on Friday, and then we'll take care of Saturday.
Does it add a little bit of excitement for the players knowing that every single one of these games means something?
Yeah, I mean, that's where you want to be. At the start of the year, you want to talk about playing those significant games as the year closes down. That means you've had a good year, and you have something to play for. So while some people look at it and you want to be tested, you want to have at some points you want to have your back against the wall and see what you're like. I think it brings out the best in people, and specifically in character people. And I think we've filled our room with guys that are like that. And, when the going gets tough, and we've had it, you look back at our season, and we talk about it as a team all the time. You look back, you could go back as far as November and say, hey, like this was a must-win game, or like we really needed this weekend. We've been playing playoff hockey for 4 months now. So nothing changes on our end, and it just it shows when the character guys are put in those situations. They usually come out on top, and I'm very confident in our group.
Shifting gears just a little bit, Ryan Lomberg, former Phantom player, just signed a 2-way deal with the Calgary Flames. What can you say about this accomplished Phantoms alum?
Yeah, I mean, congratulations. It's funny you say that, and I got a group text with about 30 guys that played with Ryan over the course of his time here with the Phantoms, and they're all extremely happy for him. And some of those guys he's going to be playing against in the NHL, and it's funny to see that in a group text. But Ryan's your prototypical Youngstown Phantom. He was on the ice, he was a pest. He was extremely skilled. There wasn't a situation he couldn't play in. Off the ice, very, very mature. When he got here, he'd already been in universities, and he'd hit his ups and downs on and off the ice, but was phenomenal here for us. He was one of our captains. He really led the charge for us that year, and there was no question about it. Like, Ryan was going to play at the next level, and I think he's probably had people tell him, hey, you're probably not going to, and giving him reasons why. And Ryan always continues to beat the odds. He's done a great job at the East Coast League level. He's done a great job at the American League level, and I think it's just a matter of time before he gets a shot here in the NHL.
March Madness is in full swing now, including the Frozen Four, which starts this weekend. And your former alma mater, Michigan Tech, has a tough road as they open up against number 1 seeded Denver. Any plans on following the tournament? Yeah, I mean, that's something. It doesn't matter who's in the tournament. You want to follow that stuff. But yeah, ecstatic for Tech to be in a situation like that. They weren't picked to finish, or they weren't the number 1 seed coming on the WCHA, and then the Johnny McInnes Ice Arena was packed the other night. They actually hosted Bowling Green, who obviously has some ex-Phantom players on that team as well. But to see a win, and it's huge for the university up there. It's huge for the people that live there. Huge for the program in general. And they've been trending upwards here for the past few years. Coach Pearson's done a great job. Got a tough road ahead of them through Denver, but to be the best, you got to beat the best. And if they're calling Denver the best right now, we'll see what happens here. I don't know if you're a betting man, but do you have any picks on who you think's going to win this year? Well, I guess I can't bet against Tech, but the hockey's a strange game. Anybody can win. It's not sometimes I look at basketball, or you look at that tournament,
barring any major upsets, you kind of know who's going to be in that round of 16. Where hockey on any given night, it doesn't matter who you're up against. There isn't those 5 guys that play so significantly throughout the game. It's a huge team sport and a huge team effort, and whatever team's gelled together and has each other's backs usually come out on top.
And sometimes a little bit of puck luck always helps out.
Sure. Well, I always say, good clean living off the ice gets you good puck luck. So,
well, thanks so much for joining us, Brad. Go get them this weekend, and we look forward to talking to you next week with hopefully a locked-up playoff spot.
All right, thank you.
Don't go away, fans, because Matt will have an interview with voice of the Chicago Steel, Rob Sanderson. You don't want to miss that. Stay tuned.